Welcome everyone to WWE Wrestling Bros and Blue and Steel's YouTube channels. We are live because we are going to be discussing some very important event happening right before the 2026 WWE SummerSlam,
Well,
and
well,
Blue and Steel is making.
we're making our 2026 SummerSlam predictions.
Yes, that's the purpose of today's um, video and live stream. So myself, I am live streaming directly to the WWE Wrestling Bros YouTube channel for those who are viewers on that channel. And our friend, my good friend Boots Steele is doing his WWE's 2026 the predictions on his YouTube channel. So we're here to talk about it. Let's get into this. What is this? What is on the card?
All right, so SummerSlam is 2 nights. So in one full video, we're going to be doing our predictions for night one and night two. So it's probably going to be a really, really long video, but we will see if we can do it quick because it's late, it's raining, it's almost 11 p.m. But before we start, I got a new WWE shirt. I haven't really worn it on camera because we barely do WWE talks, but I got a JC Jayne shirt right here. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's the lovely Jacy Jane for all those for all the viewers out there.
And I think Canadian Yogurt's wearing his Bianca shirt I got him for Christmas a
Oh
couple
yeah,
years
let's
ago.
go.
Yeah.
Stand up for represent, baby. Let's go. Bianca
Um,
Belair.
but she's pregnant, so she won't be back for a while.
Yeah, she'll be out of uh, she'll be out of her and Naomi. Are both gonna be out for a while. Bianca will be out for at least 9 months, and Naomi, of course, she probably already had her child, and she's out for a while. So there's that's all that there is to be said about that.
All right, so 2026 SummerSlam predictions. SummerSlam is this Saturday and Sunday, I believe, August 1st and 2nd. Yes, so like I said, we're just gonna do our prediction video. There is a few matches that aren't ready yet, but I will mention that later on. But let's get started. So we're gonna start off with night one, obviously, and then night two. SummerSlam is one of my favorite pay-per-views. I can't wait for it. So probably going to be watching it as since I'm off the weekend this coming weekend. So, but anyways, I'm just gonna go down the line. So, um, usually how we do this is I just call out the match that's gonna happen, and then Canadian Yorker will have the floor and explain what his prediction is, followed up by my predictions. So yeah, we're gonna start off strong. So the first match we're gonna talk about and predict is the singles match for the Women's World Championship. So the Women's World Championship, you got Liv Morgan, who barely defended her title. It's been 100 days now, and she has zero title defenses, and it's one of the worst titles holds. This is one of the worst title runs I have ever seen that Liv Morgan has ever had. But now she is defending it for the first time against Iyo Sky, who won Queen of the Ring tournament, and this is bad blood right here. Liv Morgan leads the meeting 3-0, I believe. I think Liv Morgan has beaten Iyo Sky like I believe it's 2 or 3 times. I don't know. But Liv Morgan, this is her first title defense in 100 days, which is kind of sad. It's bad. So she has not defended the title within the 100 days. So this will be Liv Morgan's first title defense, and it's going to be against Iyo Sky. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, but we've seen this before. Like I said, Liv Morgan has I believe it's 2 wins over Iyo Sky. So question is, can Liv Morgan make it 3, or is Iyo Sky gonna have her moment at SummerSlam? Is Iyo Sky finally gonna beat Liv Morgan and win back her World Championship? Um, Canadian Yorker, you have the floor. What are your thoughts and what is your prediction?
So I just wanted to make this point that I believe Liv Morgan and Iyo Sky have faced each other before. I believe once at WrestleMania. Um, I know they faced each other a couple of times in the past. This will be Liv Morgan's first title defense, since she won the championship back, and also this will also be her first time defending it against Iyo Sky. I believe they went at each other before in the past. Um, to be honest with you, yes, Liv Morgan hasn't defended her title in such a long time since winning it, and Iyo Sky, man, I could say she has won um, a lot of championships, and she's made her mark on WWE. Um, to be honest with you, I believe I'm gonna have to go with my prediction for Liv Morgan. I'm gonna have to go with Liv Morgan possibly just retaining her title against Iyo Sky, unless something happens in the ring and she gets betrayed by Judgment Day, um, and she loses her title to Iyo Sky due to uh, them wanting her out of the group. Um, at this point, she has been defended. She hasn't really defended her title that much. Um, I'm gonna have to go with Liv Morgan winning it over Iyo Sky. I do think that I think Iyo Sky is the better wrestler, but Liv Morgan knows how to really take advantage um, of wrestlers when they are you know she knows how to really take advantage of when there's a disadvantage. She's really good at seeking out opportunities, so I'm gonna have to go with Liv Morgan winning it over Iyo Sky.
So you're locking in your pick. You're picking Liv Morgan to retain her Women's World Championship.
I'm picking her to retain. Yes.
All right. So here's the thing, though. Like I said, horrible title reign so far for Liv Morgan. It's terrible. 100 days in, and she has not defended the title. And look, it's bad. And honestly, I liked her previous title reign. I mean, she had this is one of the worst. Like, come on, defend the title more. And that's the thing. This Liv Morgan was in the Queen of the Ring tournament anyways, and there was no point for Liv Morgan to be in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And what do you know? This was the Queen of the Ring finals matchup too. Liv Morgan and Iyo Sky, with Iyo Sky winning. And it's just a terrible decision by Triple H, putting Liv Morgan in this Queen of the Ring tournament, even though she's already champion, and having Iyo beat Liv Morgan, only to have Iyo face Liv Morgan again in a rematch at SummerSlam, which is just completely who makes these creative paths or storylines is terrible. But here's the thing, though. Raquel Rodriguez won her first singles title this past Monday on Raw, beating Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca had a terrible. The IC Championship holders has had a terrible reign. Raquel Rodriguez is the IC Women's IC title now. Excuse me. Raquel Rodriguez is the IC champion now, and Roxanne Perez is the only female member of Judgment Day that doesn't have a title. So it's kind of confusing to think that Raquel actually beat Sol Rugo and became champion. So I'm scratching my head, like what is going on? What's gonna happen? Because now Roxanne Perez is the only member of Judgment Day that doesn't have a title. So this could happen. I mean, many are people are saying that Judgment Day is gonna turn on Liv Morgan. I don't think it's gonna happen since Raquel won the IC title. But I do think this is what's gonna happen because obviously the Judgment Day is still cursed by Danhausen, and I think Liv Morgan is still cursed by Danhausen unless something happens, obviously. Um, but obviously Raquel isn't cursed by Danhauser. Obviously, Raquel's not cursed because she won the title. Question is, Liv Morgan is cursed. So this is what I think is gonna happen. I am taking Iyo Sky. I think Iyo Sky, like I said, this is one of the worst title reigns that Liv Morgan had. What happens if Liv Morgan retains? Who is she gonna face next? There's like no one because 100 days you could have put Liv Morgan with someone, but no, you had to wait until SummerSlam. Um, but Liv Morgan retains. Let me ask you, who is she gonna face? Like, there's no one. Like, I talked about the potential of Judgment Day turning on Liv Morgan, setting up a Liv Morgan and Raquel match. Are we gonna get Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan in the future? Um, but I think Iyo Sky, Iyo Sky already beat Liv Morgan. We've seen Liv Morgan get the better of Iyo Sky. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in my pick. I think the curse continues. I think the Danhausen curse continues. And I think Liv Morgan loses. And I think Iyo Sky um, beats Liv Morgan to become the new Women's World Championship. To become the new women's world champion. I think it's a because what is Liv Morgan gonna do with the championship? It's already been 100 days and she hasn't done anything. I mean, we've seen Sol Ruka not do anything with the IC title. I think that's the reason why they have Raquel Rodriguez beat her. So yeah, I'm locking in my pick. I am picking Io Sky.
I hear what you're saying. I think that for Liv Morgan to retain a title, it would be really a big boost for her as a champion. And there are plenty of female wrestlers who can definitely who can challenge her for the championship. You have Soruka who can challenge Liv Morgan for the championship. You have B Fab, Mi Chen, um, you got Iyo. You got Iyo could re-challenge for a championship if she loses. Of course, there are the other female wrestlers that are not being used at all much in WWE. Of course, um, your favorite wrestler Tiffany Stratton can challenge for the championship. Jacy Jayne can do it. You got Lyra, Valkyria. Seth Rollins' uh, wife.
All right.
Basically, there are a ton of women who could challenge Liv Morgan for the championship. But I think maybe Roxanne Perez, herself, maybe wouldn't be Judgment Day turning on Liv Morgan. Maybe Roxanne Perez would be wanting to get out of the Judgment Day, and the Judgment Day would turn on Roxanne Perez, and Roxanne would be challenging Liv Morgan for the championship. I can see that playing out clearly because Roxanne, even though we see has been trying to get in the good graces of Dominic Mysterio, she never has was successful in doing that. So I can see Liv Morgan kicking Roxanne Perez out of the Judgment Day and Roxanne challenging her for the championship,
All
which
right.
which seems like the most logical thing to do.
All right, time is ticking, and we still have a lot of matches. Anyways, let's move on to the next match. I'm gonna leave the intense matches to the end of night one. So the next one, I want to do the six. I want to do the six-man tag team and the six-woman tag. The next match, we got a six-man tag team match. So we got LA Knight, yeah, and we got Solo Sikoa and Royce Keys versus the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu, Jay Uso, and Jimmy Uso. So this is interesting. About time. I said this. I honestly said that it was nearly impossible to see Solo as a baby face, but now he is a face now, which is I can't believe this day I actually seen Solo as a face. Um, so we got LA Knight teaming with Solo Sikoa. Who thought that would ever happen? LA Knight and Solo, and Royce Keys,
Who is
against
Maurice Keys?
Jacob
Who is?
Fatu, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso.
Wait,
So Canadian Yorker, you have the floor. Sorry, I'm just laughing because I can't believe Solo is a babyface right now. But you have the floor. What are your thoughts and what's your prediction?
my question is how did Jacob what convinced Jacob Fox what convinced Solo to actually turn babyface? Um, I think it'll be the other way around. I could see Solo still being heel. The Usos and Fatu are faces, and Roman's a face, and
Oh no, on the website it says Roman is a heel again.
he's a heel again.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what else to say about
They're
that,
saying
but
that they're saying that Jacob, Jay, and Jimmy are heels.
oh, I guess they are
Yeah.
then.
I
So
never thought I would see the day that Solo's actually a babyface and Roman's like a heel. That's it.
it, the, to be honest with you, there has to be a reason for Solo to be able to be a heel because for Solo to suddenly turn heel after him being I mean for Solo to suddenly turn face after him being a heel after a long period of time, um, and he was getting a lot of heat going on as a heel. Um, to, to be honest with you, like I think that if WWE is using this as some sort of way to push LA Knight forward or to push Solo Sikoa forward. I don't have no idea who Maurice Cheeks is. I have never heard of him before, but
All
to
right.
put this to
So
cut this short.
predictions. What is your prediction for this matchup?
Um, so for my predictions, I'm probably going to go with well, I mean the Usos and you can who can go wrong with the Usos and Jacob Fatu. So I'm gonna have to go with the Usos and Jacob Fatu over Solo and LA Knight and Cheeks, Maurice Cheeks.
You mean Royce Keys?
Yes. Well, uh, I know I'm getting his name wrong.
All
Over
right.
Solo. Uh,
This was a tough one for me. So the question is Solo Sikoa really coexisting with LA Knight and Royce Keys? Because it sounds a little fishy, but then it's like Solo doesn't want to go back to the bloodline. But I am sensing something really strange here, something really fishy. Um, do you think Solo turns on LA Knight here, and Solo actually goes and returns to unite with the bloodline? That's gonna be like huge if that happens, or I mean, people are gonna laugh at me. People are gonna be saying to the world, it's like, and you guys saw that Solo is actually a baby face. So, um,
no,
but he is he
I
is
can.
barked he is barked as a baby face right now. Um, but I think that this is gonna be a really good six-man tag team match. I mean, so you know what? I'm gonna make it interesting. I'm gonna pick the opposite of you. So far, I've picked the opposite of you. I'm going to say that LA Knight. So I'm gonna say this: LA Knight and Solo are probably gonna have trouble coexisting at first, but I think they get the job done. So I'm locking my pick in. I think Royce Keys, Solo, and LA Knight get a huge win right here.
Well, I think that that's an interesting one because then we're setting up Solo to face Roman Reigns in the future, or and LA Knight to actually to face Roman Reigns in the future as well. Um, so I can see that happening at the same time, But like you said, if Solo is secretly doing this to backstab LA Knight in the back, that's a possibility as well. That could be a factor for LA Knight losing, um, and the Usos and Fatu winning. So I can see that happening.
All right, so moving on to the next match, we got the six-woman tag team match. I cannot wait for this match. I'm excited to watch this one. We got the Bella twins. So this past Monday, or I think it was this past Monday, I believe, we saw the return of Nikki Bella, who's been dealing with an injury, and she has reunited with Brie Bella. So the Bella twins, Nikki and Brie Bella and Paige versus Fatal Influence, Jacy Jayne, um, Lainey, Reid, and Fallon Henley. I love this Fatal Influence group since the NXT days. Big fan of Jacy Jayne. I love her. She's fucking hot. Um, um, but but yeah, I'm excited to see this one. So six-woman tag team match. Canadian Yorker, you have the floor. What are your thoughts? What is your prediction? Once again, we have the Bella twins teaming up with Paige against Fatal Influence, Jacy Jayne, Lainey, Reid, and Fallon Henley.
So I'm definitely picking that Fatal Influence to win against Paige and the Bella Twins. Honestly, the Bella Twins have been out of action for so long. They haven't really been relevant in WWE for some time, and then they come back. So I'm definitely thinking the Fatal Influence. They coming up from NXT. They win. They actually won the, the the tag team championships, and the newest team, the hottest team right now in WWE. So it makes sense. I'm definitely gonna lock in my pick to see the Fatal Influence win against the Bella Twins and against Paige.
All right. There was rumors that possible that Brie Bella was gonna turn on Nikki Bella or something like that, or there was gonna be a heel turn or something like that.
That makes no sense. That makes no
But
sense.
it's
They
like they were saying that there might possibly be a way because they were saying that Nikki Bella got jealous that Paige took her spot or something like that. I don't know.
that makes no
Um,
sense.
so
I got to be honest with you. Like the
that's what I
I
think. I
like
don't know if that'll be interesting to see, like because we have had this. This has happened before. We have seen the Bella twins turn on each other in the past when they were in WWE. But I feel happy for Fatal Influence. Obviously we saw Fallon Henley and Reid win the women's tag team championship. And where does that leave for Jacy Jayne? I said this before that she should be in that ladder match. I don't know, like she should win a main event women's championship, but I think that we're gonna have Jacy Jayne going after the United States Championship. She called out Tiffany Stratton, so I got to see Jacy Jayne versus Tiffany Stratton in Albany. Yeah. Um, but I think Jacy Jayne is going after the Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton. That is a rivalry that I like to see. Um, but I'm a little disappointed because I was expecting like Rhea Ripley and Jacy Jayne for the title, but obviously Rhea Ripley is injured, so they announced a ladder match for the intern championship, which we're gonna talk about later on, which is one of the matches in the SummerSlam in night two. Um,
yeah.
but yeah,
So
I think Fatal Influence is big in the main roster, so I think that who knows? We might see a heel turn for with Nikki Bella or someone. But if it might be a little too early. There was no indications, like no kind of clues, or it might happen because Nikki Bella just kind of returned. So, but I'm gonna lock in my pick. I'm actually gonna pick the same as you, Canadian Yorker. I'm gonna pick Fatal Influence to win this six-woman tag.
oh, great! I'm glad. I'm glad you picked the same as me, and I hope we both get our predictions right. And honestly, I think that we'll both be happy.
All right, so the next match is oh my god, we got Gunther facing off against ex SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. So storyline here is Obviously, there was tensions of Gunther trying to get another championship match. Nick Aldis has always been in his face. Gunther wanted a shot at the undisputed WWE championship, and Gunther just keeps telling him no. And then there were some intense arguments, and it led to Gunther choking out Nick Aldis in the middle of the ring, leading to Adam Pearce taking control of both shows. And we just saw at Saturday night event, we had Cody and CM Punk teaming together against Gunther and Sami Zayn, and we see Nick Aldis pulling the referee, causing Gunther the match, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go, SummerSlam. I know you're gonna probably say no to this, but this has by far probably going to be the best Gunther versus non wrestling match that we're probably gonna see. Because don't get me wrong, Nick Aldis used to wrestle, and but then Gunther and Nick Aldis went at it at the countdown show or whatever, and Adam Pearce made it official. So Gunther and Nick Aldis, this is honestly, I don't know. You might call me crazy, but I'm a little excited to see this match, Nick Aldis and Gunther. But Gunther and Nick Aldis, obviously Nick Aldis signing the contract saying that once he signed this, he's gonna be no longer general manager of SmackDown. So Canadian Yorker, you're probably gonna want to kill yourself for this matchup, but in my in my own opinion, I think it's gonna be great. I mean, I think this is one of the non-wrestler. I think it's gonna be great. I mean, we've seen Gunther versus Pat McAfee. 100%, this is better than the Gunther and Pat McAfee. I mean, Pat McAfee put up a fight. We'll see if Nick does, but predictions: Gunther and Nick Aldis.
You're right about that. Pat McAfee and Gunther wasn't even a competition because Pat McAfee is an NFL, a former NFL player, a football player, not a wrestler. And you actually have Nick Aldis, who is a wrestler. He is a big wrestler outside of WWE in the independent wrestling area. He's a legend actually in that area. He hasn't really wrestled. I don't know if he's wrestled much in WWE, but he's very well known outside WWE as per his reputation. I do think that the storyline between Nick Aldis and Gunther is something that is lackluster because it's something that should have happened, say, about after after Gunther lost his championship to. It could have happened after Gunther lost his championship to say Uso. Could have happened after Gunther lost his championship to Sami Zayn. And the fact that Gunther and Sami Zayn actually teamed up against Cody Rhodes and CM Punk makes no sense whatsoever because Gunther's teamed up. Gunther is basically fighting the all three guys beat him. CM Punk beat Gunther. Um, um, that booking makes no sense whatsoever. CM Punk beat Gunther, Cody Rhodes beat Gunther, Sami Zayn beat Gunther. They could have had somebody else other than Sami Zayn, you know, teaming up with him. But well,
All
anyway,
right.
that's besides the point.
All right.
But here's
Predictions.
my prediction. Um,
Go
I'm
for
gonna have
Nick.
to say
Go for. Imagine if Nick Aldis beats Gunther. That would be so embarrassing.
yes. It would be embarrassing. I think for SummerSlam, I think Gunther could have had a different opponent other than Nick Aldis. But since he's been feuding with Nick Aldis as his general manager, um, I'm gonna have to say that I I haven't really seen Nick Aldis wrestler. Um, I don't know much about his skills, but I do know that Gunther will not make it easy for him. He will put up a fight against Nick Aldis, and he's gonna give him a run for his money. Um, I do think that I'm gonna have to go with this pick that Gunther is going to be winning against Nick Aldis. That's my prediction.
All right. Guys, should I go for Nick Aldis here? um, but might as well go for Nick Aldis. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Um, but here's the thing, though. So he signed that contract, and it stated that once he wrestles, he can't be the general manager of SmackDown. Does that mean after this match, is he going to be a wrestler? Imagine if Nick Aldis goes back to becoming a wrestler, and he just starts feuding with other people that pissed him off or something like that. I don't know. There was reports that Carmella is coming out of retirement to become the new uh, SmackDown general manager. That'd be awesome if she came back. We'll see if she's interested in doing that, but we'll have to see. Um, I think Gunther is just too good. I think Nick Aldis will put up a fight, but I think he falls victim to Gunther's clutch, like that makes him pass out. So I'm logging in Gunther.
That makes sense. Gunther definitely can win against Nick Aldis, and if Nick Aldis can survive as long as he can against Gunther, then and he can wear Gunther down. He can win.
All right. Two more matches of night one of SummerSlam. We're gonna move on to the two big ones. Hell in a Cell match. This is gonna be an unbelievable match. I can't wait for it. Hell in a Cell match. This is a build-up. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Obviously Oba Femi won King of the Ring tournament, but told Nick Aldis or was it Adam Pearce to keep his title opportunity in the distance, and he wants Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I knew this was gonna happen from the start because, yeah, Brock Lesnar, you can't fool me of when you had that little retirement thing. Um, and now Brock Lesnar is in his hometown of Minneapolis. Now Brock Lesnar is in his hometown, at SummerSlam, Minneapolis. So. Brock Lesnar. This might be Brock Lesnar's last match. We have to see. Obviously, he did retire and came back. Yeah, I wasn't buying it. But obviously, Oba Femi, and Brock Lesnar, two giants going at it. Hell in a Cell match. When was the last time we saw a Hell in a Cell match? This is gonna be an unbelievable match. I can't wait. Canadian Yorker, you have the floor. Obi Femi and Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell. What is your prediction and thoughts?
Well, to be honest with you, I think both of them are tied 1-1, right? At WrestleMania, I think Brock Lesnar should have definitely stayed retired. He should not have came back and challenged over for me again. But I think that's the thing. Um, so Brock Lesnar is he's not the same guy that he once was. Over Femi is powerful. Um, I'm gonna have to go with Brock Lesnar winning against Oba Femi because I believe that this is now like something that is it's it's like the NBA finals. You're up 2-1 against your opponents, and Brock Lesnar can still win against Oba Femi. So they're probably going to be another match, I think, in the future of Oba versus Brock, one final match for the count. So I'm thinking that SummerSlam's going to come and go, and then there's going to be the following the next event. Oba Femi is going to seal this deal and complete the story against Brock Lesnar.
So, who are you locking in? Brock Lesnar?
I'm picking Brock Lesnar.
Interesting. So for my pick, look, obviously, people are saying that what if Brock Lesnar's last match is right here, SummerSlam in his hometown, but I think do you think Brock Lesnar is going to give the win to Oba? I honestly think that, you know, is this gonna be Brock Lesnar's last match? We don't know. I mean, obviously he needs to retire. But I don't know. Like, if Brock Lesnar, if this isn't Brock Lesnar's last match, what's next for him? That's my question. I don't see what direction. I mean, obviously, people are talking about a potential Gunther and Brock Lesnar. Do you think that you have like maybe you have Brock Lesnar win this match, and then you have Gunther, who is a career killer, who retires people, do the job, and have that Gunther and Brock Lesnar matchup like later on. Um, but I think I'm gonna go for the hero here. I think it's gonna be a really physical match, but I think at the end, I think Oba Femi gets the win. So I'm gonna lock my pick in. I'm gonna pick Oba Femi to beat Brock Lesnar in Hell in a Cell. I think it would just make him stronger going to his championship opportunity match that he has. Obviously, you got oh, he wants to look strong, so obviously you could possibly have Oba Femi and Roman Reigns. But don't forget, guys, Oba Femi still has that King of the Ring tournament championship opportunity. So, but yeah, I am picking Oba Femi.
I think that well, listen, I don't think Brock Lesnar would want to lose against his hometown fans in Minnesota. So I do think that Brock Lesnar is going to win against Oba Femi, and there will be a new final showdown between Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar to finally close this story. So
All right,
that's the way I see it.
all right, yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, for the last match of night one of SummerSlam, we got singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. This is a match that everyone has been looking forward to. A lot of confrontations and segments between these two. We got CM Punk defending the WWE Undisputed Championship against Cody Rhodes. So obviously this is a match that everyone it's gonna be great. But how this match gonna end, I don't know, but it's gonna be great. Canadian Yorker, final match of night one. CM Punk defending his undisputed WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. What is your thoughts and your predictions?
I hope that Cody Rhodes does not. I hope there's no disqualification in this match, and I hope that there is no one that interferes in this match, and that Cody Rhodes, uh, doesn't get the benefit of becoming champion again because he needs to be. He's always been good at building his his momentum up. So I think Cody Rhodes needs to have a reality check and sent uh, back to reality, and he needs to work his way back up. I do think with CM Punk, I could see CM Punk going on a little title reign and defending his title a little bit more often. Um, so I'm gonna have to pick CM Punk to win against Cody Rhodes to retain his title. I don't see Cody winning his title this time in this year.
All right. So you're locking in CM Punk to retain the title.
I am locking in CM Punk.
All right. So this is interesting. So CM Punk obviously fuck. I I think this might be his first title defense. Um but it's gonna be close. I mean, looking forward, do you think we're ever gonna get Randy Orton and Cody for the title? I don't know because obviously Randy is hurt. Who knows? I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. You know, um, is this a time that we're gonna see Cody Rhodes turn heel? I mean, we haven't seen Cody Rhodes turn heel in forever, but fans love him. But this is where Cody turns. Say this: Cody Rhodes loses. Does he turn heel? Does the rivalry continues between CM Punk and Cody? I mean, obviously you could have two babyface going at it, but it will make sense if you have a babyface and a heel. But question is Cody Rhodes going to be the heel and CM Punk going to be the face? Um, but this is gonna be close. I think it's gonna be a close match, but at the end, I agree with you. I think it's too early for CM Punk to drop the title. So I'm gonna lock in my pick. I am gonna pick CM Punk to beat Cody Rhodes to retain the title.
I agree. I agree. I think that CM Punk is going to retain it against Cody, and because I think Cody may be pissed about CM Punk. I don't know if you saw it in after the match against Gunther with after the match against Gunther and Sami Zayn. Sammy Cody Rhodes attacked CM Punk after the match. I gotta ask this though: where in the world is Sami Zayn, and why isn't Sami Zayn in this picture here with Cody and CM Punk defending his title? Because I think Sammy lost his title. So I think Sami Zayn definitely deserves a shot to get a
Yeah,
rematch. Yeah.
he will. Just he has the opportunity. We'll talk about it in the night two. But that will do it for night one, SummerSlam. Hope you guys enjoyed it. His stream is still going, but yeah. I'm actually gonna stop my recording and take a quick water break, and then yeah, I'll be back. He's gonna, but however, the stream is gonna keep going on Canadian Yorker's
It's
side.
going.
So I'll see you guys in the next one.